Hello. It's Tuesday, March the 31st. We've reached the end of what seems like a very long month. We're going into April with the same challenges in front of us, and we are meeting them head on. I want to catch everyone up on the status of our city's response to the COVID-19 virus and provide a quick look at what we have done, what we are doing, and what this next month and week might bring us. The City of Starkville took action to address the concerns about the virus on March the 17th. It has been 2 weeks since we went to essential staffing only and limited public access to city buildings. This is also when we issued a proclamation for a stay of emergency in Starkville. This is in line with the ones issued by the President and the Governor. This proclamation allows the city to be eligible for any state or federal funds that might be made available to reimburse us for the additional costs of dealing with the virus. On March the 20th, we had a special call meeting to address the issues being seen around town. We needed to reduce the number of social gatherings to follow the CDC recommendations. Though most of our restaurants and bars had been managing their crowds and mindful of the need to keep social distancing, a few had not. So on the 20th, the Board of Aldermen adopted a resolution and an ordinance. The resolution outlined requirements for restaurants and bars that did not allow inside dining and only provided curbside pickup, to-go, and drive-through. We also established a list of what are considered essential businesses that would be allowed to continue to operate normally, still within CDC guidelines for social distancing, the rule of 10, and telecommuting wherever possible. And just to be clear, social distancing is the practice of staying 6 feet or more away from others. Sometimes it's hard to do, but it's what will keep us safe when we can't always stay at home. The rule of 10 is no more than 10 people gathered in a single space while still using the social distancing guidelines. Last week, Governor Reeves issued an executive order providing state requirements for counties and municipalities in Mississippi. He established the list of essential businesses, which, by the way, takes precedence over Starkville's less expansive list. He also outlined the restrictions for restaurants. They are limited to the rule of 10 for dining in, as well as allowing for takeout, delivery, and drive-through options. That created some confusion as to whose order prevailed. He later cleared up with a press conference and an additional amendment to his executive order. This confirmed that the resolution we had put in place was still active and that we could prohibit any inside dining activities in Starkville restaurants. I need to say that I am so very proud of our community as we have risen to the occasion during this difficult time. There have been very few instances when we have seen that the social distancing required to keep this virus in check has not been respected. Starkville has a huge heart, and we want to give back in as many ways as possible to help those in need during this hard time. I have seen fundraisers for our out-of-work restaurant employees. I've seen bus drivers and teachers and parents helping deliver meals to those who might not otherwise be able to eat. I have seen our local United Way and Starkville Daily News and ad hoc organizations doing food pantries. Our regular community feeding programs have increased their efforts to meet the growing needs. Our local restaurants are providing food to these same feeding programs. These are just a few of the examples of how special our community is as we work through this terrible time together. The city has set up a hotline that is being manned by our city employees. It will be available from 9 to 4 Monday through Friday. The phone number is 662-323-4813. And it will take the name and address and phone number and the request that is being made. Those requests will be passed along to volunteer area churches, who will then take it upon themselves and their congregation to help. Examples of the things that they will be able to assist with is shopping, delivering meals, and yard work. Once again, that number is 662-323-4813, and the hours are from 9 to 4 Monday through Friday. For the first week of this pandemic, things were changing dramatically, almost hourly, and how we should respond was extremely hard to determine. Most of us have settled into a day-to-day routine of managing our understanding of social distancing, the rule of 10, working from home, and supporting our community by purchasing from small businesses and giving wherever, whenever, and however possible. The city remains open to do our essential work. We are picking up trash 1 day a week instead of twice, and we are still working to keep the city maintained while exercising that respect for social distance. Our first responders are fully staffed and ready to serve. The employees who are able to work from home are doing so, and those who must put hands on a project in order to make the repairs and service the community are doing that on a rotating basis. We want to keep our employees safe while we are still serving Starkville. If you see something that needs to be done, please continue to let us know, and we will put it on the list that will be regularly updated and addressed on a prioritized basis. We appreciate your patience and your help as we work to keep Starkville poised for being our very best when this is over. The President has extended the requirements for social distancing to April 30th. And so, as a city, we will need to revisit our plan in order to remain in accordance with his directive. Our first board meeting in April will occur next week on the 7th. At that time, the city will need to take up our existing status and address any changes that might need to be made to our operations. I know our Starkville community, and I know our ability to get through the hard times and come back with a vengeance. We will be stronger and wiser and better prepared for anything. It is who we are. For the time being, keep that social distance of 6 feet and mostly stay home where you can. Help your neighbors and friends within the parameters of keeping yourself safe as well. Be kind to yourself and others. Know that we will be here for you every step of the way. Thank you.